maybe looking to make a pick if they are low, if he feels so inclined. But I like that Kaizui's just maintaining his position right now. And another thing I was actually talking about with Bala during the break was we see a lot of people going back to the glider redeploy. This item is coming out in full force right now. And I'm curious to ask you what your opinion is on it, because I love seeing the item. I personally use it a lot, and it's cool kind of seeing people like really prioritize that as a pickup.
Well, a lot of players talk about reducing RNG and allowing you to control your aspect of the gameplay that ends up coming through. And redeploy allows you to do that, right? You're allowed to have a consistent form of mobility. You're allowed to work around then from top down. It won't get you from bottom up, but if you're in a high ground situation, you can then rotate very efficiently. And additionally, now that players are kind of adapting in terms of popping it later and kind of canceling out the fact that the glide animation is so slow and so easily punished, you're seeing it utilized a lot more, because then that momentum turns into horizontal momentum, which Tfue uses to take out Grandma, no problem there. But will he be able to convert on the next one? You see him create the space and get back up onto the high ground, doing everything he can to try and put just one more box between him and his opponent, as everyone's forced to rotate around the side of the mountain. So Outplay in a bush is getting a great firing angle on these players as they rotate through. Now into the top 8. You have Voil, Jordan, Kaizuii, and FC on the low ground. Jordan's still hanging around in the ball. Tears, Outplay, Splat, and then one other up on ultimate high, but Outplay is going to drop down and join the fray on the low ground.
Like to see it here. Back on with Kaizuii. Now, guys, keep in mind, he's got the heavy snipe. We saw him do it before. He's looking to punch through a wall and edit on people, or rather punt them in the face.
Or just try and flick them. He just tried to flick straight up with the heavy sniper. I mean, we've seen him do it before, looking to find whatever he can, but now no builds left. However, into the top 5. So Kaizuii needs to work with what he's got. Does see the tree there, but might not opt to farm it to give away his location. Nope, gonna get it instead, get the one build when it does end up breaking, but he wants to find this player out of the baller. Knows Jordan has a ton of materials. Fiber on ultimate high. Tears on the low ground. Will he be able to get it though, Zeke? He does. Jordan goes down, but can he get any of the mats? You saw him desperately looking for it. Can't find it. Tries to get the reload off with the heavy sniper. Doesn't quite confirm it. And Fiber comes down from the high ground. He says, it's my turn to fight now. Joins the fray. Finds Outplay in a bush. If you don't have the bush, you're not getting the Outplay. Now in a build battle up on the side. It's a 1v1 here, Zeke.
He's got to pop that slurp juice if he can, but right now it's not looking good. Remember, he has no builds, and right now Tears is sitting completely okay up on the high ground.
Tears should win this. There's no way. Like, he should just be able to wall it off and wait it out. Yep. One of the advantages, we talked about it, Tears hanging out in the baller for a decent amount of that, having the excessive amount of mats in the end game, converts over 3 eliminations and the victory royale. Very well done from him there, but honestly, that was a great play from all of the players involved. Fiber going down to challenge on Kaizuii. Kaizuii being able to punish so heavily when he was in that rotation, and honestly, brilliantly played from Tears at the end. If you're playing for the placements, if you're playing for the victory royale and playing safe, utilizing the baller and all of the advantages it gives to you, you have to convert. If you don't get the victory royale, the points don't matter. And hey, Koji, you can't do that, man. Culinary, you're going in his next clip. You'll know where to find him. Check that one out, Koji.
Man, yeah, you really have to be careful, man. If you're looking to qualify, you can't be making mistakes like that. But Culinary taking full advantage of the situation. Now, he does get punished for it. Keep in mind, he gets completely cracked down into 35. But